Well, we're done. Welcome back. As we are finished off in our Millcroft project, as you can tell, I'm sitting on one of the finished stairs that we completed amongst everything else that we completed. So just to recap what we did here, full main floor, full second floor renovation, did both of the stairs, 2 bathrooms upstairs, outer room, laundry room, full structural. We took out a load-bearing wall, brand new custom kitchen, a new fireplace, new trim doors throughout, pot lights throughout, hardwood throughout, custom tile, the whole 9 yards. Let's go take a look. I'll show you guys around. Once you guys look back at the beginning, you kind of walked in this space here and we had this weird little Bermuda triangle thing kind of going on here. So we actually had a load-bearing wall right around this plane here. And then we had like a little angle that walked into the dining room. This had an archway here that kind of led into the living space. There's another angle somewhere, I can't even remember, but this was a super congested area. Really, really small kitchen. So what this ultimately allowed us to do, taking out this wall, as you can tell, we got a nice big 10-foot island in here. It allowed us to basically wrap this whole kitchen around and extend it into the dining space in here as well. Standing back in this area, it really, really opens up the whole space. What it also allows is from the kitchen, you can literally see right through to the front of the house. Really important, it just opens up the space. It makes it feel way, way bigger. It was super congested before. It makes a world of difference. I'm really happy with it. Even the wall that was really here, we had an archway here, so even just taking that out really helped with this flow as well. So literally from side to side and front to back made a ton of difference, right? The one caveat that we had, unfortunately, is we had to keep this in here. So we do have our structural post that is in here, which is carrying the weight of the beam that we put in here. And we had to do a drop beam here, unfortunately, just because we have 8-track running through the floor joist cavity up there. So we had no real alternative way to run that unless we really packed out this wall or did something kind of extreme in that case. That was ultimately the route that we went with, but overall, I think this made a world of difference. We went with the white oak 5-inch plank right throughout. As you can tell, all new stairs. We kept the existing structure. We went with the capping system, so all new red oak. We went with the black square metal pickets, all new custom railings, nosings. As you can tell, we're curved here. So those are all templated on site, brought back to the shop, fabricated and milled to the profile that we wanted. And we went with this nice big chunky post right at the front. So this is like the first thing that you see right when you walk into the house. We relocated the light fixtures as well, did a new chandelier. So right when you walk into the house, you have this beautiful entryway, if you will, right? So it's nice and inviting, flows nicely into the back where the kitchen is. You get this nice flow with your brand new stairs here as well. I'm happy with the way this came out. Hope you guys like it. Welcome to the powder room. Very small room, but I think it's an important room in every house. This is where all your guests are basically gonna, do their business, but you want this to be kind of inviting, if you will. A lot of people are gonna be in here, right? So the one thing that we decided to do in here, because of the really, really tight space, we just did a stone vanity, did a nice big 10-inch apron around it all the way, 4-inch backsplash, and we kept the depth shallow. So we didn't have the faucet at the back, we kept it off to the side. And that allowed us to keep it a little closer to the wall so it didn't protrude too far out. Simple, but clean, elegant. It came out really nice. Right off of the powder room off of here, we have the mudroom laundry room. So we have our garage right here. You come in, we have our laundry room. We did all new custom cabinetry in here. We cleaned up the plumbing. Plumbing was a disaster. So we added the laundry box. Everything is kind of recessed into the wall right now. Custom countertop, brand new faucet, uppers right through. We did the crown molding and everything, new tile. So everything is just, again, much cleaner in here. And it just matches the rest of the house. So the main feature of this house, this whole project, this renovation, was obviously the kitchen. Kitchen, heart of the home, we all know it. Your biggest value add, if you will. Anytime you're getting into this kind of investment, this is a showpiece kitchen. We went with this nice big 10-foot island here. We had our custom cabinetry done by Imetry Cabinetry, based in Burlington as well. We had Rockstella take care of the beautiful quartz countertops and backsplash in here. As you can tell, we have the under cabinet lighting throughout. we have all new appliances as well. You know, everything's integrated beautifully. We have the integrated built-in microwave, brand new fridge, range, dishwasher. Everything just flows nicely together. One thing we wanted to do was really extend this kitchen right throughout. We had this bay window that was, I don't want to say a complication, but a little bit of a hurdle that we had to kind of jump over. And this is ultimately what we came up with, right? We created this bench seating here. What is going to end up happening here? They are just waiting on the fabrication for a nice bench cushion. So that's going to get added to this as well. We have pantries flanking both sides of that. All this extra storage that they have. They have also the extra storage in the island. As you can tell, we have the overhang on one side where you can have essentially 4 seats, maybe a 5th seat off of the end there as well. It was important to have all this storage on this side. We have all this storage on this side. We've added a ton of storage in this kitchen compared to what it was before. We've added the seating, the flow, the sight lines. There's so much going on here. As you can tell, we've added lighting throughout, the pendants, the under cabinet lighting. It just makes a world of difference in here. So another feature that we did in here was we upgraded this fireplace, right? So we kept the existing fireplace that they had. They just maybe got this a year or 2 ago, so they didn't want to really go out and buy a new units. We recladded it with this new stone. We kept the hearth. That stone just essentially wraps all the way around. You can see the detail, how this nicely butts into the floor here. This new mantle was made in white oak. We did like a dark walnut stain on it. So they originally had a barn board or barn beam that they had on here, nice chunky beam, beautiful. Unfortunately, it just didn't work with this stone. So if anybody needs a barn beam, it's not for sale because he's keeping it. He can use it somewhere else, so don't ask. Anyways, fireplace looks beautiful. They'll throw up some artwork up there, I'm sure. I think they have some custom wood tables and tables getting made as well. So that's really gonna, you know, flank that fireplace nicely. So I'm really looking forward to those pieces going in. If you follow me along this side as well, this is the office. So another thing Imagery did for us are these beautiful custom built-in cabinets here. And we did this awesome white oak desktop as well, right? So they have a his and hers computer, beautiful custom cabinetry, works really, really well in this space. The dark paint with the white oak really complements one another. And this is actually the same stain that we used on the stairs, so it matches beautifully with the floor. Who wouldn't want to work in here? Follow me upstairs. So first things first, I'll show you the kids' bathroom. Some of the features that we took care of in here was we added the shiplap paneling. We went with the vertical tongue and groove. We did the rail at the top, painted it the same color as the wall. So it essentially matches the trim and everything. Beautiful custom vanity, new stone top, bought sink, cooler, fixtures, new toilet, new tile, new tub, custom shower. This one came out really, really nice. Kept the shower curtain, just makes more sense with the kids and stuff like that for the time being. You can always add glass to these after. The one thing that we did change here, originally they had this build out on this side. But what we wanted to do, because we had this paneling that we were adding this depth here just made more sense. So it had a nice clean flat surface for our paneling to die into. In here we have our niche. These are the little details that we always think about when we think about our layouts, if you will, right? Where our grout lines are and how we really map out our niches. So with this niche, we're going the width of the tile. So we have our vertical grout lines here. That matches with the opening of our niche return. We have our horizontal grout line here. That matches with that going back there, right? This is how we kind of map out our niches. We plan it out, make sure it lines up with our grout lines, and you know, we don't have random L-shaped cuts and things like that, right? If you can think 2, 3, 4, 5 steps ahead, these are your results. I'm not gonna show you guys all the bedrooms. None of your business, but I will show you this one. So in here, what we did was we added this custom built-in. This room had the space for it. It made sense. What this does is obviously gives you extra storage. It gives you a nice value add for the home in general. It gives the kid a space here. They can hang out here, sit by the window, read a book. Imagery took care of these as well. They did a fantastic job in here. They crushed all the millwork of this project. I'm really happy with it. Let me know what you guys think. Welcome to the primary suite. So in here, what it was before, same kind of layout. You kind of entered through here. We really opened up this space. So we kind of took these walls back a bit. We took the rest of it out and it kind of just gives you a more open vibe in here. We did the custom cabinetry on both sides, so you literally have a his and hers. They have structured storage in here now. It's a lot cleaner, really, really nice. The flow is much nicer. It feels a lot more open. It was super cramped before. And then as you continue through, welcome to the new ensuite. We essentially kept things in the same location. Shower is in the same spot it was before. Toilet, vanity, tub. Toilet's new. Tub filler's new. New vanity, new fixtures, new shower, custom tile. Reconfigured the way this kind of laid out. So originally, if you guys remember, there was no wall. You actually went in through here. So what we did is we reverted the door off to this side. So this space is actually utilized. You walk out, grab your towel off the wall. When you walked out here before, you didn't really have that functionality, right? So the form and function works as it should now. As you can tell, again, we have our beautiful tile work, right? Our mitered edges right throughout, from our curb to our niche. No different than how we always do it. It's beautiful, elegant. Tub kind of stayed in the same location. We added a light fixture above it. We got the new vanity, new fixtures, new mirror, new accessories, lights. We added sconce lights to these as well. I think they only maybe had like one plug before, so now we've added a plug on either side. A lot more functional for them. Heated floors in this space as well. We added pot lights, proper pot lights. Huge, huge difference in here. Really brought it into this decade along with the rest of the house. Yeah, very happy with this one. All right guys, well, thanks for joining us along for this journey. It's been a long one. We've had some design changes. We've had some hurdles to overcome, but at the end of the day, the product is beautiful. We're thrilled with it. The clients are thrilled with it. We hope you guys like it. Let me know what you think. Leave some comments down below. We'll see you on the next one. See you.